Hello, welcome to the third of the 10-part series on the critical and creative thinking tools that we use in future problem solving, but they can also be applied to a lot of other activities, both in your classrooms, your e-learning, or even in making decisions or thinking about things within your family or your friends. Today we're going to talk about the thinking tool of Scamper. And Scamper is one of the tools that we use when problem solving. And remembering that problem solving is most effective when we combine and use both creative thinking and critical thinking. So we're going to focus on creative thinking today. And creative thinking is that kind of thinking when you are generating as many ideas as you possibly can that are new and unique ideas. It's very important to apply the principle of deferred judgment when you are using creative thinking. So what does that principle really mean, and how can we best think creatively? Well, here are some guidelines we're going to talk about. The first guideline is when you are generating ideas, whether it be on your own or whether it be in a group, it's very important that you don't criticize the ideas and you also don't praise the ideas. So by saying, wow, that's the best idea I've ever heard, that can actually stop people from thinking about more ideas that might even be better than that one you just praised. The second thing we want to do when we are thinking creatively is to generate as many as possible. So we want a lot of ideas. We want a high quantity of ideas. The third thing we want to do is combine and improve the ideas we already have. Take an idea, hitchhike with that idea, piggyback on top of that idea, make a small adjustment to that idea and create a new one. And the last thing is we want to apply the practice of freewheeling. Come up with wild and crazy ideas. Remember, no one's judging them, no one's criticizing them. So sometimes those wild and crazy ideas can actually work out at the end. So today's tool we're going to talk about is the tool of Scamper. It is one of the 5 tools for creative thinking that we use a lot within the Future Problem Solving program. What is Scamper? Well, Scamper is a word that is an acrostic because each letter in the word Scamper stands for something to help us think. So the S stands for substitute, the C for combine, the A, adapt, the M for modify, magnify, minify, the P, put to other use, the E, eliminate, and the R, reverse or rearrange. So let's practice. Let's imagine that we want to improve the shopping cart. How might we make a shopping cart better? What I like to do is I would like to magnify those wheels. So the M helped me think about this. I'd like to have some wheels that are much bigger because when I leave the store, I'm going over the curb, I'm walking to my car, sometimes it's bumpy. I think bigger wheels would really help make that shopping cart better. What could I substitute on that shopping cart? You know, when I used to take my daughter to the store and she would sit in the little child area, it was always very hard on her. So I would substitute that little child seat by making it a little more cushiony, putting some comfort aspect there. I would substitute that. Is there anything I might eliminate? You know, I really could do without that extra bar that comes slanted down. I don't really see the use to that. I think I would eliminate that extra bar and I could have some more space for my groceries. So you can see how the letters help spark ideas. Okay. So what are some ways to use Scamper? Well, here's 3 different ways we can use Scamper. We could scamper some terraforming solutions to an area that's inhabitable. Maybe we scamper a story. Maybe we could scamper the 3 little pigs or Goldilocks and create a new version. Maybe you might scamper a game to make a new one. Maybe we have traditional chess and we want to scamper it to make it a little better. And I do see a typo on Goldilocks. I apologize for that. So here's a way we would use Scamper within the future problem solving program. Maybe in step 3, when we're producing solution ideas, thinking about a topic like terraforming, we might see what could we substitute. We could substitute sunshine for UV lamps if there is no sunshine. We could substitute those garden towers that are hydroponic if we don't have soil. What could we adapt in a terraforming situation? We might adapt the needs of having an atmosphere by adding a dome to make the area habitable. What could we put to other use? Oh, I got a little wild and crazy here. I said we could use spaceships from SpaceX instead of having Uber to get from the place we are to the new area that we're terraforming. And I'd like to eliminate deserts. I'd like to geoengineer that area to make some forests. I could keep going on. I could keep this list going. I might come back to it later and add some more ideas. I might send it to my teammates and ask them to come up with ideas, but this could really enhance our problem solving process by one way to think of different solution ideas. I hope this lesson on Scamper will help you not only within solving problems for future problem solving, but also anytime you're asked to generate ideas. Thank you for joining us.